and next month marks my 35th year in education. And over that time, I've had some good ideas and some not so good ideas. And I want to share with you what I think is one of my better ideas for launching the school year in a way that invites and promotes thinking in the classroom. And that idea was to provide students with a collection of various textbooks in Canadian history. And I asked the students to flip through the text, the various types of text, and see what dates seemed to dominate, what events, what were dates that you could anticipate in virtually all textbooks. And then the students would collaborate by putting those dates together and seeing the kind of narrative that textbooks tend to capture. And I would ask students to consider what history was being told, whose history was being told. And we would look at the narrative that's being presented, the master narrative, and what they tended to find, it was often a political, military, economic history, with social history being bits and pieces. And often marginalized groups were left out. Students were then invited to select an alternative history of their choice. It might be sports, music, LGBTQ, whatever alternative history they were interested in. And they would do a bit of research, and they were asked to create a visual timeline of 10 important events in that alternative timeline. Those timelines with the visuals were then placed around the room. And throughout the year, we would draw on them to pause and wonder, I wonder why that event was included in the text. What does that tell us about the way we construct history in the past? And through this, students were invited to take part as active participants in creating an inclusive history in my class through challenging the text and the master narrative. This was, I think, one of my better ideas at promoting thinking in the classroom. I hope this resonates and is helpful, and if you do find it interesting and would like to connect, you can find me on Twitter or drop me an email. I hope your year goes really wonderfully well and that you find rich ways to invite your kids into thinking spaces. Thanks so much.